Labor Day. It's that magical 3-day weekend they give us to celebrate work. It's a trick. It's not a holiday. It's a sick, sadistic prank by a guy who hates yard work. My whole day was a series of choices, and all of them were wrong. It started off with the bush in my yard. I say bush, but this thing's like a villain from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It constantly mocks me. I had to get it out. So I spent an hour or so pulling on this thing. My whole body is shaking. I'm grunting like a caveman, covered in dirt with strange cuts and marks on my hands. I'm yelling at it. This is my yard. I will not be defeated by foliage on a federal holiday. It was a battle for my soul. I'm pretty sure everyone just saw me having a very loud one sided argument with the plant. Then my neighbor Greg pulls up in his truck. In the back, he's got a toolbox the size of a Wendy's and got from Menards. Thing had to have been 1,000 pounds, a box of misplaced optimism. And Greg, with a shit-eating grin on his face, hey man, can you give me a hand? You have to say yes. It's in the neighbor handbook. So we're trying to lift this thing. Doesn't move, not an inch. My spine makes a sound like someone walking on an old wooden ship. Sweat starts pouring down my face, onto my hands, into my grip, turns into fight or flight mode. I say to Greg, how'd you get this into your truck at the store? He goes, oh, yeah, one of those forklifts. And the whole time, the bees are out on an active war and they're just angry. I'm hanging on by a thread under the weight of this toolbox, and a bee comes out of nowhere and stings me. Not in my arm, not in my leg, but in my eyelid. Right there. Swells up immediately. Looks like I'm winking at everyone in a very aggressive way. So my wife comes out and she just stares at me. And I have to explain it. I can't just say, oh, yeah, a bee got me. I have to give the full monologue. A bee stung me on my eyelid while I was helping Greg with his 1,000 pound toolbox I've been fighting all day after failing to pull up a bush in the backyard. She just looks at me, shakes her head, says, Happy Labor Day.